welcome back to Build, part 2 of our XY Falcon. So, just before I say further ado, before we get cracking into it, I just want to say, hello to everyone and thank you for the viewers and subscribers that are joining me today. But without further ado, let's get to part 2 of the XY Falcon. Okay guys, now we're at the bench here, so bring you up to date on our part 2. Now what I've been doing is, while this is, I've clear coat this, so this has been setting to dry for about 5 days. So that's been resting for 5 days to clear coat that. So this is ready for my buffing. Don't have to worry about that there, that bit there. Like I said before, it's sort of like our bits are going to go across there, so not worried about that at all. So this is now ready for our wet and dry sandback into our 3 stages. And then we're going to be polishing this. So my stage with this was to clear coat this, 3 stages, 1 light spray, then sort of like a wait 5 minutes, then put a heavier coat on. And then what I did after that is thinned out the clear coat with more thinners, and just to get that smoother finish. But that's what we're going to be doing with all these parts now. That's rested for 5 days. I can polish it now, wet and dry it first, then polish it. So my polishing stuff is, what I'm going to do is use these on the end of the Dremel. Now this is from Pro Scale, so I'm starting to put all my stuff over to my good friend at Pro Scale. So if you are interested, I will drop the link down below so you can order it, and that way you can see how this is going to come up at the end of the polishing. So that's what I'm going to be using for. We've got our coarse, medium, and our fine finish pads there that go on the end of a Dremel. So that's what I'm going to be using there for the very first time. So that's what I've been doing. So, but while I've been waiting for that to dry, I have done our center console here. It's not our center console, but our centerpiece here. So there's our gear level. Gee, I wish I could talk properly today. Gear level, and that's came up well. So I've had to paint that, and going on the research, that's this is not the exact color. It's more of a silver color, but I didn't have a very light, grey color, a very light grey colour. I didn't have a grey colour, very light one, so I've chosen this one instead, and I think that's came up well. That'll look nice once it's in the car. So we've got that done. We've also worked on our flywheel. So we've installed our parts that we needed to there. So that's now done, and that's looking pretty good. I'm happy with that, as you can see there. So that's done. Then what we have done too is our inner doors. I wanted this rough looking because it looked like to me like it's sort of like a bit timber looking, so I wanted it rough looking. So that's the reason why it's not as clean as the middle should be. So what I did was, with that, because you have to sort of like get these the same color as the transfer one. If I could grab, I think, where did I have it? Here we go. Yep. see how you got the transfer there? So I wanted to get it nearly close to the same colour. So what I did there was, that was a bit of orange, X6 orange, and I mixed up a bit of X1 black just to tone the orange down. So that's what I did there. So I'm happy with that as well. So that's those done as well, and we've done a bottom area for the front there, so that's all done in black as well. So there's our, there's our other two, our left and right hand side. So that's I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. So that's what we've done there. Then, which I didn't grab it, and I'll be back with you right in a minute. Sorry about the noise. And we've done our actual dash. And so there we go there. I'll take that off and I'll lower it down. So that's what we've done there. That's on my research, and that's what I mean, that's the transfer in there. And I had to go that pretty much same scheme on the side of the doors. So if I can compare them in that way. So it could be a fraction too dark, but I'm happy with that. So there we go there. There's our centerpiece there. I like the look of the steering wheel too. It's came up well. I'm happy with that. So that's that there. As you can see, that's all ready to go in as well. Sort of like the gold trim around the edge. Apparently that's what the XY has. So we've done that there. Then we come over to our middle piece, and there is our middle piece there. I'm hoping, I need to see that too. Here is our fake carpet. I've put that in as well, and this is by, as we can see there, this is the flocking, and the colour is black. So it's PS-3001. That's what we've used for the flocking there. And so that carpets came up quite well. I'm happy with that. If you guys, hopefully you can see that on the side more. As well as our seats. We've installed our seats there. Our front seats. So there's that. So what's going to happen is we'll put that piece in there, so it'll start looking like that. So that'll go in there, glued in there. So that's what I've done with that as well. And so our various bits and pieces, this will go in our back area, as well as what I will do here is, I was humming and hawing on where to put this in, our Venetian blind at the back. So this is going to go in, and this will be left white. So that's going to go in. And so our bits and pieces of our visors. This is our black visors. So that's that done. Then we've got, that's our clutch, brake, accelerator cable there. That's that done. I haven't done the mirror one there yet. So that's that done. Now, so that's what I've done, sort of what I've been waiting. So now we're going to ready to install these parts. But first of all, what I am going to do is to start wet and drying this, sand it back, and get this ready for start doing the polishing. So hopefully when you see this, and this will be the first time that I'm using these pads, so hopefully I'm going to come back and hopefully you'll see a nice good finish polish. And just one other thing that I've been working on before I go, we've done our window wipers. And if I take this off, I'll show you something. So what I did was, I had a bit of a light bulb moment. Hopefully you guys can see that. See inside there. Inside there, that's my rubber bit that I've glued in, put on, and so it acts as, so it's going to have that look of an actual wiper, rubber wiper in there. So I thought I'd try that out, put it up against the windscreen, and it should look good. I'm hoping it's going to look good anyway. But yeah, we'll get on to that that polish now, and yeah, stay tuned and I'll be back. Okay guys, I've got to turn off the light here. No, I'm just going to leave this light on for 1 minute or 30 seconds just to highlight. This is after using the pads from ProScale. These pads here. It's first time using them, and oh, look at the result that you get. Absolutely brilliant. Unbelievable. Just showing you that. So very happy with the result of this. So as you can see there as well, absolutely satisfied with that. I'm more than happy with that. Absolutely loving it. And there's our boot area there, bonnet, sorry. As you can see, the nice polish in that, that's just terrific. That, very happy. So these are all finished now, ready to I got to clean them up, those holes, but now we're all finished there. Now we can start assembling what I have shown you before. So let's get it all together and let's see what it's going to turn out like. Okay guys, what I'm going to do here is I've gone back to the book just so as I follow it stage by stage. So what it's asking us to do here is I've already installed the rear lights, putting them in their positions, paint them up. Now it asked me to grab the boot, turn it upside down by installing our back piece here and our rear spoiler. So that's what that's what I've done. Already put it in, and that's looking good. I'm quite happy with that. So that's that step done that we've done. So happy with that. That's ready to go on the car a little bit later. So that is that there. Now if I turn over the page here, we've done this, we've done that, we've put our transfer on here, we've done our shaker, we've done that. So I flip over the page here and we're installing all of our front bumpers, our grille, our side parts here that you can see, also telling us to put in the lights as well as rear bumper as well. So that's what we're going to be doing there, and so I've gone ahead and already have done that. So that is it there. I'm hoping, yep, bring it across here. So that is, you know, maybe if I go this way, kind of like that. So that is that. Or I might just, what I might do is just put this camera up a little bit more. Bear with me just for a tick so we can get a better view of this. So there we go, that's much more better. So that's what it's asked us to do in that way. And there is our side pieces already on that side, and we flip it around the corner and our side piece there. Then we go to the back of this. You can see we're stuck in our lights, rear bumper. So that is that all done. So just to let you know, with that, where it's up to. Then we're going to turn over the page and see what we've got to do. Now it's asking us to do the windscreen. So what I've got to do now is turn our windscreen upside down. I will be installing the revision mirror and our visors, sun visors in there, and as well as our Venetian blind. So I'll go ahead and do that, and we'll come back and see what that looks like. Okay guys, done what it's asked me to. We installed our mirror. You get 2 mirror stickers. So if you bugger up the first one, you've always got another one to come back into. And installing our visors and our Venetian blind. So now that is done, what it is asking us to do next is installing it into the car upside down. So what I will do is, because I don't want to get any scratches, I will install this. You see the two lugs there, maybe two holes there that we're going to put this in. So I'll get that put in and we'll come back. Okay, now that we've put that in, our Venetian blind is in. So if we turn this the other way, we should be looking pretty good. I'm going to clean up the mirror a little bit later, but as you can see, we've got that all into place now. And you know what? I'm absolutely glad I made the decision, with a couple of helps of friends asking for their advice on whether the Venetian blind should stay in or out. And you know what? I'm absolutely stoked that I've put that in now. So very, very happy with that. So that's all in now. Happy with that. And we continue on as we go over to the page. Continue on, and we're going to put our panel in the back there, which will be going into here. And then we're going to be putting in our side door trims. So they'll be going on the side, which be that way, or yep, this one will be, I think that one's that way actually. So they'll be going into there. I'll do that, put them in, and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, so we've installed our two side panels, internal, and our piece that goes along the back there. So that's what it's looking like. We've got it in the back there. We've got our door trims right there on that side and on that side. So that's all looking good. So now what we've got to do is, if I just move this out of the way for a little bit, and we're going to be installing our firewall upside down. We've got to put it in, and it's got to attach with the bonnet. So the bonnet goes in first, and then the firewall goes in next, and that just is held down with the screws here. So no gluing involved in this part here, but we'll get that done. We'll see what that looks like. Okay guys, that's all in, screwed. If you're going to be doing one of these models, just be careful that the latches that go over here and into a sort of like a rebate, very, very tight to try and overlip at the body. So just be careful of that. Be very careful that you don't snap these parts as you're trying to force it in. But otherwise, that's all in. So now we have there, and yeah, another bit I had to install, and just get that out a bit tight. I might loosen those screws off a little bit, so we had to install that as well. So that's all in. So it looks yeah, looking pretty good. Yeah, just got to unscrew, see how that's up a little bit. Just got to unscrew one of them a little bit too tight, but that's our stage there. So what we'll do now is we'll have a look at what we've got to do once we turn this page. So what we've got to do, okay, we're going to then fit in our engine bay tub now with the engine in it. So we'll get that done, and it's all coming together now. So we'll get that done and we'll come back. Okay, we've installed our engine in now. So this is just screwed in, as you can see the 4 screws there. So that's all screwed in now. So I reckon by the looks of that, I reckon as I'm looking through the book here, our next part that we've got to do is okay, we've still got a our little see along there, we've still got our little holder to hold up the bonnet if we want to keep it open, but I don't know, I think this is going to stand up on its own. As you can see, it's well, maybe a little bit down, maybe I will install it then. I'll put that in and hopefully that stays in place, otherwise we might have to put that in at the very finish, so I'll check that out right now. Okay guys, installed that, so that's if I want the boot to stay up, bonnet to stay up. I'm not too sure if I'm going to have this up or not, but that's what it's going to look like if you want to leave it open. So we'll check that out in the final stage anyway. So on to the next bit, we're onto the floor here, so that's going to go in, so we'll get that installed and put that in. Okay guys, we've got our floor tub in now, so 2 screws there which hold it in place. The actual chassis itself probably goes on top of all this to close it all up, and we've got sort of screw holes here, there, and there. Let's just see if that's going to be our next step that we take here for this. So turn the page. Yeah, we've done all that, so that's all good. So yep, we're going to be installing the, if you could call it, the chassis. So I'll bring this back over, I'll put the chassis on, so we'll end up looking like, oh, you can't see that, sorry. So it'll end up looking like that. It goes on top, so we'll get that done and I'll come back. Okay guys, got that in, our 4 screw holes in those corners there, 1 each side. I actually don't know what they're for, those holes there. That's sticks out like anything. Now I think this gets mounted to an actual stand. There must be some sort of aftermarket stand that you could probably get for this, but I'll do my research and I'll find out if that is exactly what it is, and I reckon it is. I reckon it's some sort of stand that you mount it to. So but hopefully I'm right. Okay, our next step is to get our front splinter on underneath. So looks like that actually glues in, so we'll get that glued in and see what that looks like. Okay guys, we've got our front splinter on now, so that's installed. But I think we have got every part on, because our next stage, oh, looking at the book, what do we got? Oh, I've gone back to something here. Oh yes, silly me, forgot to put our dashboard in, so I had to pull the chassis off and bring out the tray and just install our dashboard. So it gets connected with our flywall, which gets connected onto the bonnet. So I made a boo-boo there, so I went back, redid it all, and you're going to see that soon anyway. So yeah, do apologise for that one, that was a bit of a boo-boo. Yes, but now we're going to call it a day now here for this, because I haven't done these yet. The exhausts, got to paint them up, get that done, but otherwise, that's where we are at with this at the moment. So far so good. It's come together well, as in fitted in nicely, everything did, so happy with that. But otherwise, guys, part 3 should be our finished build of this. So until then, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Bye now.